Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test. All right. Ooh, okay. People wanted more pool videos, so I gotta get back to doing my pool videos. All right, let's do some more pool videos, people. G Gates at Work Miracles Pool and Spa Service. What are we gonna talk about today? Today we're gonna talk about, when you're getting started, how to build your pool route. How to start off. Now, several factors are gonna come into play when you decide to start a pool business or to decide to build your route. Some people make the decision to buy pool routes, which, hey, if you got the money, it's not a bad idea. But me personally, I like to establish, my customers from scratch so they know who they're dealing with, because a lot of customers, they start to get a relationship with their pool service tech. So here's here's my suggestion on if you're deciding to get into the business on how to build your pool route. Now, let me check something real quick. Let me check to see how far this pool is away from my home, because right now I'm in the home office. Let me check something real quick. Let's see. Oh, come on. All right. I'm trying to see how far my home is away from here. Let's see. How many miles? 18 miles. All right. This is the pool that's the furthest away from my home. And when you're building the route, if at all possible, try to keep your route as tight as possible, within 20 miles of your home office or your office, wherever you're going to be working from, wherever you're going to be starting from. Now, if you're not able to do that because of finances, you're going to have to take pools wherever you get them at, regardless of how far they're away. When I first started this, 11, 12 years ago, I was taking pools, all across the city. I was 45, 50 minutes away to certain pools, so if you don't have a nest egg, or, if you're starting this part-time, try to build your route within 18 miles, 20 miles of your home. That way you're going to be able to address problems that arise at customers' homes, and then you can just get more done throughout the day. So try to build your route tight. Right now I can knock out today I got 14 pools I got to do. As the week goes on, like Wednesday, Thursday, my route gets a lot closer to my home. So it's tight. Thursday I do 19 pools. Tomorrow I can probably do 19. And Friday I do, about 18 and 19 pools. But I want to make my Friday easier. So try to, put the majority of your pools early in the week, so that way you can have an early Friday. So yeah, try to build your route as tight as possible. Now, how do you do that? Well, when you start marketing, when people, when you start getting calls, or if you're going door to door, just go door to door to pools and your, people that have pools in your neighborhood. Get your sales pitch down and try to sell them on your service. Or like even Facebook. You can run Facebook ads, and in Facebook you can put a radius of people who are going to actually see those ads. So you can just pick certain zip codes that are within within that 20-mile radius. And those are the calls, those are the leads that you'll get. If you go with services like Home Advisor, Angie's List, they also have the option where you can only pick specific zip codes of where you want to get calls from, leads from. And you save so much more money and time. You know, when I first started, it was making no sense that I was driving damn near an hour to do a pool for $105 a month, which I've went up tremendously since then, when I can drive 5 minutes to a neighbor and get the same rate. It was just making no sense. It was costing me more in time, more in gas. And then when those customers had problems, it was hard for me to go way back out there to address the issue. You know, so it just makes so much sense to try to build your route tight if your finances allow you to. And like I say, if your finances don't allow you to, you're going to have to take pools wherever you can get them from. Another tip when building your route, you know, learn how to say no. Don't just be happy to get a client and you take a bad account, you underbid yourself, you know, just because you want to get this first account or whatever, and this the 10th account. Don't say, okay, I'm gonna do this for $80 a month. That's how I started off. I was taking pools, you know, doing them $80 a month, just because I was excited. Hey, I started my business. Hey, I got an account. Nuh-uh, don't do that, because you will regret it. Because what'll happen is, once you start servicing that pool, and once you start seeing the expenses that are piling up, you're gonna say, damn, I'm not charging enough. And then when you go back to try to upsell that, try to raise the rates, that customer may not be too happy. So make sure you do your research. Make sure whatever area that you're in, do the research. Call about 10 other pool companies. See how much they're charging. You know, right now here in Vegas, companies are charging anywhere from $125. I heard some companies charging $150 per month for pool service. Now, you'll get a lot of this, you know, when you go out and bid for an account. People will say, well, my last pool guy, he only charged me $100. You know, you have to simply say, I'm sorry, ma'am, or sorry, sir, but my services are this is what we provide, and these are the rates. They're going to say yay or nay. One thing I've learned is, you know, people want good service and they're willing to pay for it. They're willing to pay for good service. So that's my next tip. Don't underbid yourself. Tight routes, try to keep your route as tight as possible, and don't underbid yourself. And let me go back just to the tight route thing. Because if ever down the line, say 5-10 years, you know, you build up a nice clientele, you have 100 plus accounts or whatever the number is, and you decide you want to sell. When you have a nice tight route, that's more attractive to potential buyers. That's more attractive. And also, when you have a nice tight route, in that nice tight route, every client is paying $125 or whatever your region rates are. That's good to a potential buyer to say, hey, nice tight route. I'm bringing in $15,000 a month. This looks and sounds good. Let's go for it. So yeah, man, those are my tips when you're trying to build a pool, when you're building your pool route. I'm gonna start doing these videos more often because I know there's some people out there that are looking to get into the business, and it's a great business to get into. You know, pretty much recession proof. You know, during the COVID, I continued to work. I think I lost maybe 2 clients due to them losing their job during the COVID. That's about it. And that's when I had like over 170 accounts, when I had like 3 employees. Now I'm back by myself. I have about 75 pools because in November I decided to sell, had a company come in. They wanted to buy me out. I kept about 20 pools in November. I sold like 165 pools to them. I kept 20. And now I'm back at like 75 already. I hate when I open these and you got lizards and rodents in here. It always gives me a quick startle. But yeah, what else? I wanted to say something else, man, about building your route. What did I say? Tight. Keep it tight. Don't underbid yourself. What else? Oh yeah, and be selective when you can be selective if, like you say, you can be selective if you have a nice nest egg, or if you have, if you're starting part time. And what I mean by being selective, when you get a phone call, when you get a lead, when you pull up to that home, observe what you're walking into. If the home looks like it's well up kept home, that's a great sign. Now that doesn't mean like this home right here. This is a multi-million-dollar home I'm at right now. Now when I come in, when I see a home like this, I don't automatically say, okay, these are millionaires. I'm a upcharge them because I think they can afford it. One thing about rich people, they didn't get rich by just splurging and spending money. So they're looking for a bargain also. So I don't walk in this pool saying, okay, I'm gonna try to charge them $200 just because they have a multi-million-dollar home. Now, I don't do that. I look at the size of the pool. I look at, the landscape around the pool. Is it a lot of dirt? Is it a lot of trees? I take a look at the system. Is this gonna be an enjoyable pool to work at? Or is it gonna be a pool when I walk back here, I'm like, before I even get over here, it's gonna be like, oh, I hate going to this home. No. This pool, I have to pretty much sit here and kind of make, just go through the motions because it's pretty much always clean because it has a nice inflow system. It's a nice environment to work in, so always observe. And when you pull up to a home, if it's nasty, messy, if it got a lot of dog crap everywhere, nah. Sometimes those are not even worth it. Those are not even worth the headache to even do those pools. You got to walk through dog crap. You have trees and dirt, everything. You're going to be spending so much time at that pool, you're going to have a headache. At least for me. I'm not sure if, for you, but those pools, be very selective when choosing how you build your route, because you want this job to be enjoyable. You don't want to wake up every day and dread, going to build your business. You want it to be enjoyable. Now, I have a few that I can probably let go, but pretty much all my pools are pretty much, let me take that back. Well, the majority of them are pretty much easy. I'll probably show you guys one Thursday that I was like, I really want to get rid of it, but she's like a mom to me. I've been doing the pool for about 10 years, but I'll talk about that on Thursday. But anyway, yeah, man, those are just some tips, that I recommend when you're building your pool route. Keep those things in mind, man, and trust me, you'll save yourself a lot of headaches. So yeah, man, let me take you. This pool has a spa too. We can walk around to the spa. You see how much stuff I brought back to this? Usually, some pools you got to bring a lot more than just a net, a pole, and a brush. But this pool is so easy. This is all I need to walk back here with. Like, you want to make your day as easy as possible. So let's walk over to the spa. See, this crib, this is a nice environment to work in. I have to change the autofill valve real quick on this spa. Equipment right here for the pool. Equipment over here for the spa. And the spa is right in there. Easy spa. Water level super high because the autofill valve is broke. So I got to change that out real quick. So yeah, man, those are my tips. So stay tuned for more videos, more tips and tricks on how to get your pool business started. The do's and the don'ts. Save you a lot of headaches. My next video, I probably want to talk about when it gets to the point of when you have to hire, you know, where to start at, who I would hire first now, looking back on it. But until then, keep building. G Gates, it starts with the mind, ends with the grind. Peace, people.